Now.
Hey everybody, I'm going to give it just a few seconds, let some folks come in.
I'll let you know when people come in. If you're on the replay, just fast forward for a couple seconds.
I'm just waiting on some folks to come in. If it's even going to show us that people are coming in.
15 people.
Alright, we're getting started. Because I didn't give out no notice, so...
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So I've got a clay pot. This is what I'm doing my gnome with. I'm going to paint the inside of it white. We're doing a little Americana. You could use this if you keep up a tree year round. You could use it as an ornament. In fact, that's what I'm making it as a little ornament. So we want the inside of it painted. You don't really have to paint the outside.
Okay, everybody's just saying hey to you.
Hello everyone. It is so hot out here that this is drying as fast as I'm painting it. So I'm just twisting it around painting. And of course there's a fly.
And, well, we live out in the country. That happens.
Okay, inside painting. This is going to be a quick, easy one. And I'm not fighting with this paint to put it back in the thing. So... Of course, now I do need my paint rag. Well, now I got paint on my hands. Alright. I have one of these little mop pads from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it around this pot. Let's let that dry a second. I also have one of these little hats from the Dollar Tree. You get them in a pack of like 4, now mine are bent. Of course, I always get the good pack. Mine are bent, but we're using these little hats. I've got a bead, a large bead, and a half bead that we're going to use for the nose. I'm going to stain it. Stain it, something. Here it is.
Right.
Here's my stain. So while I'm waiting on the inside of that, or the rim of it, to dry a little better, we'll go ahead and stain this. And I'm staining it a darker color because I want it to show up against that white Okay, there's that. Our little bead is staying in. Our little half bead. And if you don't have any half beads, you can use a button, whatever. Just something to make a little nose with. Alright. Let's see how we need to cut this. I need to get the little plastic off of it from the tags.
When you got this cup, tea?
Yeah. You got a sticker on it. I ain't fighting it. Because we got to trim some off anyways. Okay.
Christina said, what is that?
I'm making a little...
No.
It's a mop head from the Dollar Tree.
I think it's the cat.
I didn't know if it's the cat or the baby because she wanted to come out here.
Oh, well, let me look.
Alright.
No, it's getting dark. She's not going to come out.
Alright, I want to glue from the bottom. Because anything I got to trim, I want to do it up top. So, I'm going to need you to grab me some more glue, please.
Yeah. One stick.
Yeah. I think one stick will get it.
Yeah, leave two just in case.
Okay. Now let's pull it up top and start. Looks like all I really got to trim off is some corners with the size pot that I'm using. Now I got to trim around the top.
Worked out pretty good, didn't it?
And then we'll put a little glue around the top too. Pull it in there tight.
Did it make it all the way around the pot?
Yeah. I gotta trim just a little bit right here. It's gonna be a fluffy little thing.
I was just to say that thing looks fluffy.
It's our fluffy little gnome. Get all that excess off. Okay. Now, I do have some of this fur ribbon. If you've got some fur ribbon, you could use it. But I just thought this might be cute. Now, I am probably going to use a little piece of fur ribbon on it. I'm not sure yet. Okay, here's our bead. Let's get us some string. I don't know how long I want it yet. First thing I'm going to do is tie a knot for my little, for my bead. Where did I just put my bead? Here it is.
Was it under the cup? You played
No, it was right here.
I thought you played that little cup game.
No, I'm not playing. Okay. This is going to be in the inside. Now, I've got to make a little hole in my hat. We'll just melt it in with the glue gun.
That's a big hole.
There we go. We got a fluffy gnome. I've got to, because I want it to jingle like a little bell. So I got to figure out how high up I want that. And I got to tie something here to keep it from falling through. Let me get another bead. We don't want it to fall back through our bell or none of that stuff.
Oh, so it's going to be a jingling gnome.
Yeah, I told you, just told you that it's a, okay. I'm using two of the balls. One to keep it from pulling through. If these bugs don't go away, one to keep it from pulling through my bell.
You figured it out?
Yep. Okay, now I actually need another one on, I'm going to put another one on top so that it doesn't fall back through.
You want a smaller one?
I don't care, just any of them. This one will be hid under the hat. Alright. Now that's not gonna fall through. And I want to put it up through there. So I'm going to tie it about right here. It's all trial and error. This is the first one I've made. Okay, now we're going to stick this up.
Figure it out as you go, huh?
Through that, the hole in the hat. This is where my seam's at. So, I'm actually going to trim the fur down some. The fuzziness.
A little too fuzzy, huh?
Get your husband's clippers and give it a haircut. I could have made it out of the fur and I wouldn't have had to do this, but not everybody has that fur ribbon. All the dollar stores have this mop head. So I wanted to make it out of something that I knew you guys could get. If you have the fur ribbon in your stash, make it out of the fur ribbon. And you won't have to give it a haircut.
That's funny.
What?
Trimming down.
The mop?
Yeah.
I have the worst pair of scissors that I own.
You want to try this other pair? Too late now, ain't it?
Where's another pair?
Right here.
I'm fixing to sling them out
And I
there.
ain't promising these are any better. I need to figure out how to sharpen scissors. I've never sharpened a pair of scissors.
These are worse.
So I guess I can figure it out. Is these any better? I mean, try them.
Yeah.
Let me figure out how to sharpen this. I can't mess them up, can I?
What are you gonna do? Make them dull?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I can't make them no worse.
Oh, mop strings everywhere. I gotta get this off my table. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna have to shake myself off good. Okay, that's a little better. I wish I didn't have the bent up hats. I'm wondering if I stuff something under the hat, if it will keep those bends pushed out. Let's just glue it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Ooh, that's hot.
Little stickers coming off the back.
Okay, maybe let your glue do it on low temp. I forgot to put my gun down on low temp, and it's kind of melting my hat. I mean, it's still going to be okay, but you might want to put yours on low temp. All right. I'm going to kind of hold it for a second.
When you get through with that, fix your little sticker on the back.
Yeah, not doing that right now. My gun's on hot. It'll melt it.
Cut a little piece of that tape and
That tape's got lines on it. Look at it.
yeah.
And there we have it.
Or she got the hat from Dollar Tree.
That was easy to make. You could use a bell inside it. One of the jingle bell bells. So it actually sounds like a bell. Instead of using a bead like I did. Mine clonks instead of jingles.
Hang it up and I'll raise the camera up and see it.
Where is
Your Christmas stuff put up.
No, I have some bells somewhere. Give me a second. Let my mind work. I have some little rusty bells that I made. Let's see if I can find a little rusty bell. Move stuff around, kind of jiggle it. I might hear them jingle. Well, y'all, I made up a bunch of rusty bells, and now I don't know where I put them.
You can add the bell to it later.
Let me look on the other side of the room. Nope, I really don't see them. I made a bunch of rusty bells with peroxide and salt, and I had put them in a big mason jar, and I just sat them outside. They sat out there for a couple weeks, and it worked good. They're really rusty. I don't know where I put them. I did a whole jar full of them. I don't know where I put them.
Oh, really?
But yeah, you could put a little bell on the inside. Let's see if I can put just a touch. Not enough to melt the hat. Just a little touch of that hot glue right there to hold the back of that sticker on the hat. There we go, we fixed it. Okay, do you want to hang it somewhere? That one's, it's really easy if you're doing, if you keep a tree up all year and you decorate it for the different holidays. You know, we got the 4th of July coming up, so it's more Americana. And I thought it would just be a cute little ornament. Just hand it here. They can
Yeah.
see it good enough when we
Set it
hold
up. Set it by your firecrackers.
They can see it good enough when we hold them.
Put it up on your shelf.
I could have trimmed it down just a little bit more, but I mean I think it's okay.
It is fine.
I mean it's easy. You get everything at the Dollar Tree: the pot, the little rug piece, the hat, the jute. I don't know. I think don't some of the Dollar Trees have beads too? And you could probably make a better hat than that. I'm not, mine are bent, so I'm not too impressed with those hats. The way they threw everything in my bags, they bent them up. Alright guys, that was my easy peasy little craft. I'm getting out of this hot building now. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. We might craft again tomorrow. I have a little sign that I wanted to make for my chicken coop. So, I'll be back tomorrow and we'll make that little sign. So, I'll see you guys then. Y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.